And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is the middle of the week, and it's Hump Day.
I was ready, Dan, for once.
We want to make sure that we mention that our on-air sponsor, that's sponsoring our show, is Stone Bank.
And we appreciate them being our sponsor.
Actually located right here in Harrison. They have several locations throughout the state of Arkansas, and they've been here for quite a while. And I actually bank with them, so.
Is that the one? Is that this? Where is it?
It's next.
I know.
Right close to. I think it's
next to or kind of close to Equity, or whatever it is now, right?
There, and it's also. I think that's Forward Drive.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Right there. Yeah, we want to welcome them as a sponsor. So, thank you so much for being. Supporting the community, supporting what we do here.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Yeah. Also, spring is springing, and people are getting away from cabin fever, and they're looking for things to do. And Branson's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. And if you want to have some fun and save some money at the same time, Runaway Mountain Coasters is maximizing your fun and value this spring break with buy one, get one free. So go in there, take a friend with you, and if you're feeling really generous, buy 2 tickets and give him one or her one.
Wouldn't that be sweet if somebody was that nice?
Well, it'd be nice. Somebody should take me.
This is like a runawaybranson.com/spring break special.
They provide fun, relaxing ride and up the hill and all the way down with a blast at the very end. So
I don't know what that blast is.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to go find out. Get all the details and purchase your buy one, get one free ticket at the runawaybranson.com/spring break. And we do need to mention that some restrictions apply.
Right.
You probably have to wear clothes when you
Well, that's probably always
this.
a good idea. I don't think I'm going anywhere naked. Well, out in public.
Yeah.
So we need to mention, too, don't forget about Mohawk Big Deals.
Yeah.
They've still got deals, and they've got an incredible 60% off total retail value.
Whee.
And how do you find that? You go to mohawkbigdeals.com. That's where you find all the special.
How much percent off?
It says an incredible
60.
60% off.
That's kind of like better than half.
There's hundreds of gift certificates on there, Dan. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Restaurants, attractions, services, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And just remember, mohawkbigdeals.com.
Yeah. You could even get on there and check the different cities and towns that have the deals, and you can spend all day going from town to town getting all those deals.
Darn tootin'. Here to Branson, go back to Alpena. Sometimes they got Berryville. People, it's just a plethora. And if you've never checked it out, you should.
To what?
Plethora.
What?
Plethora.
Okay.
There you are.
We've got some great weather in the forecast and in the area, so let's talk about that. Was it warm enough for you yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday was a perfect day in the weather department. I toured in my shorts. I was so happy.
You toured in your
chored.
What? Oh, chored.
I went out and chored in my shorts, and I spent time outside. And
I thought you said you tore your shorts.
As I was saying, and then I went to the front porch, put my feet up on the chair, and just bask in it.
How long did the chores last?
About 15 minutes, probably. But I had to go back out and put my chickens up because, they don't like to go up till it gets dark. And now it's dark later. So.
Yeah. Now, we had a bunch of chickens, and we lost most of them, but I have one left, and we're so protective of little Miss Chicken.
I bet.
Yeah, we have to let her out and watch her. We follow her around, for hours.
Well, yeah. You do not. No. Yeah, I got one that's broody, and I can't. She'll get all the eggs and put them under her, and I.
Oh, really?
Well, they're not fertilized because I don't have a rooster, so.
I know, but that's funny because my chicken's like, there's a egg. It came out of me. Get it away from me.
Well, they go through that broody season. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Anyway, we've got sunny weather today. High near 79, and Ann is smiling about that.
Yes, I am.
30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 11 tonight.
Wow.
with the low around 53. Still not. I've got both my windows open in the bedroom. Yeah.
Does it not bring you all kinds of crap in your window, like dust and from the dirt road, all that stuff?
No,
we do.
My windows are facing the field.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Just the ragweed gets to come in.
Well, that's.
But it's everywhere. I mean, you know.
Anyway, Thursday, sunny with a high near 79 again, calm winds. Also Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 55. And then Friday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Sunny with a high near 76 degrees. And it's going to be a little breezy.
Yeah.
With gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Friday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 7 and 1 a.m. in the morning. Clear, mostly clear with a low around 51. Precipitation 30%.
Sorry. Saturday is partly sunny with a high near 67. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 37. Sunday is a high near 57. So we got a little dip this weekend in the temperatures. And the low on Sunday night will be in about 36. And then we're back up in the 70s. Monday, 72. Monday night, 52. And Tuesday, 75.
Nice weather. I think winter's gone.
You know what?
Yep.
I sure hope
You're happy.
So. I am happy. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I was reading some of our little news items that we're going to be talking about later, and Southwest Airlines has stopped their. I saw that. They're going to start charging for every bag that you fly.
Same as Allegiant. They give you cheap flights, but you got to pay for the bag. You got to pay for the seat. So why don't you just charge me what it's all going to cost and be done with it?
Yeah.
You think you're getting a good deal, but if you're bringing luggage, you're not getting a good deal.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've already got our flight scheduled for Ireland this August.
I bet you're not flying Southwest.
I don't know. I think it's
they're tied. Are they tied in with? Don't know. Okay.
Anyway. We looked at the tickets and we thought, well, let's see if we can upgrade to business class. It's $1,000 extra dollars.
Yes,
whoa!
Now wait and check closer to time. Keep checking, because sometimes if they don't have those seats filled, they will kind of lower down the.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's an 8-hour trip. I'd like to kind of, kick back and relax.
Yeah. I had to get an exit row on our flight because the first, not necessarily the first class, but even the business class with extra leg room and maybe some perk. But
well, we've got good seats.
Did exit.
We're right there at the bulkhead for the exit, and we got a little extra room.
Yeah,
and we have 2 seats instead of 3. So there's one section that's gone. So we've got that extra room there.
Good.
Yeah.
That'll be nice to have that leg room. Yeah, in the room.
So I mean, we could upgrade and.
$1,000.
Hopefully the toilets are working on these flights.
No kidding, people. That would be a miserable trip.
Some of the stories we're hearing about some of the airlines, the toilets not working.
11 out of 12 toilets were clogged up on a transatlantic flight. What a fun trip that'll be.
Could you imagine having to hold your bladder for 4 hours?
No, Dan, it would not be a good thing for me.
No.
I would be, not only would I have restless leg syndrome, but I would have I'm going to pee my pants syndrome, and it would not be a pleasant adventure. There we are.
All right. We want to mention about our topic to ponder. We've got it going. We've got some. This was a pretty strong. It's a noggin bumper. It makes you think. This week's topics to ponder are on the topic of truth. What is truth? How is truth involved in your life? Different questions, and we're going to do one right now.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
I'll read it.
Oh, go ahead.
Can a lie ever become a truth if enough people believe it? Can a lie ever become a truth if enough people believe it?
I think that's happening.
But it's still a lie.
It's still a lie, yeah.
A lie is a lie is a lie.
Yeah.
And we've had, we got 3 responses. Absolutely not, no, and that should be obvious at this point in history.
Well, it should be, yeah.
But yeah.
But it is true. It is true that people do that.
Yes,
people
that is
will,
true.
you look at certain points in history where, you know, what comes to mind is, was it
Jonestown?
Jonestown, yeah. That was, I mean, he was preaching a lie, you know.
People believed it.
And people believed
So
it.
it was their truth, but it was a lie.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, we want to know what you have to think. Go to our Facebook page at Around the Table. Can a lie ever become a truth if if enough people believe it? All right.
If that happens, it does happen.
It does
but no, a lie is a lie.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We've got guests coming in the show today. We've got Michelle Burleson from Fiddler's Convention, and she brought someone with her.
Yeah, we'll find out all
We'll
about
find
that.
out who she brought. But before we do that, we're going to do some Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
On my honor, I will try
to serve God and my country,
to help people at all times.
and to live by the Girl Scout law.
I don't know. I didn't remember it. 113 years ago, the Girl Scouts of the USA were founded when Juliette Gordon Low of Savannah, Georgia, created the first American troop of the Girl Guides. I was a Girl Scout.
Were you?
I was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, what was your salute?
I don't remember.
Did you do a salute? It was like
Yeah, y'all's was that, right?
we
Or
did the
ours-
three like this.
like this?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Boy Scouts of America. I think that's what that was for. I don't
I'm
remember
going to have to
either.
look that up since you said that.
Yeah, look it up.
I can assure you that it is safer for you to keep your money in a reopened bank than to keep it under the mattress.
92 years ago today, 8 days after taking office, President Roosevelt delivered his first fireside chat on the radio. The Great Depression had caused a run on the banks, and Roosevelt explained the bank holiday he had declared as a remedy of that.
Okay, it was 2 or 3 fingers. Or
I don't know what the two would be. The
but
three.
the-
Yeah.
that was ours too, I guess.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
three.
I
You had
can't
three.
read.
Yeah.
I have to read. 38 years ago, the musical Les Miserables opened on Broadway. Colm Williamson originated the role of Jean Valjean in London and in New York, where he sings Bring Him Home. The final curtain came down on the original Broadway run of Les Miserables in May 2003.
Did you ever see that
Not
that version?
on the theater. I've seen the
play?
film,
Or the film, yeah.
various times. Yeah.
Okay.
I have acted in a way that violates my obligations to my family and that violates my or any sense of right and wrong.
17 years ago, back in 2008, New York Governor Eliot Spitzer announced his resignation amid allegations he was a client of a high-priced prostitution ring.
You are a greedy man, and I think it's time that this is over and that you go to prison, just like any other criminal.
16 years ago, disgraced financier Bernard Madoff pleaded guilty in New York to pulling off the biggest swindle in Wall Street history. Many people were glad to see him get justice. He would be sentenced to 150 years in prison, and he died in prison April 2021.
33 parents paid enormous sums to guarantee their children's admission to certain schools through the use of bribes and fake academic and athletic credentials.
A lie is a lie is a lie.
Yeah, 6 years ago today, prosecutors unveiled changes against dozens of wealthy parents, including actress Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin, in a wide-ranging college admissions scandal. U.S. Attorney Andrew Lellin made the announcement.
Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
Now, you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good.
Oh, the suspense.
What's happening?
2 years ago, Everything Everywhere All at Once won 7 Oscars, including Best Picture and 3 of the 4 acting awards. Wow.
You take away the sound effects and the music and it'd be nothing.
Exactly.
Be flat.
Max, I'm leaving control. I gave the chief my official resignation this morning.
Actress Barbara I'm sorry.
Start over.
The other one. Barbara Feldon, it's her birthday today. She was born March 12th, 1933. She is 92 today. We remember her best as Agent 99 on Get Smart.
And Eliza Minnelli was born at this date in 1946. She is 79. The daughter of Judy Garland has earned her greatest acclaim playing Sally in the movie version of Cabaret.
We have got to cut federal spending. We got to cap it, and finally balance our budget.
So how many years the politician's been saying that? Forever.
Yeah.
Mitt Romney's birthday is today. He's the 2012 Republican presidential nominee. He was born on this day in 1947. He is 78 today.
And a singer, James Taylor, was born this day in 1948. He is 77. Fire and Rain was one of his classics off his album Sweet Baby James.
Good afternoon and welcome to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper.
Jake Tapper was born on this day. He is 56.
He's just a baby.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. All right, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking with Michelle Burleson and friend, we'll be talking about the Fiddlers Convention. Stick around, stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann, and we'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We have in the studio with us Michelle Burleson, and she has brought Clayton Braswell with her. And they're here to talk about the Arkansas Fiddlers Convention, which is coming up March 27th through the 30th at the South Campus at North Ark College. Hey guys, how are you doing today?
I'm doing terrific.
Doing well.
Good,
Thank you
good.
for being here. And you were just telling me a little bit about how these guys, a couple of people went down to Little Rock and kind of reestablished the Arkansas Fiddlers.
Yeah.
Well, back in 1985, the Fiddlers, this has been going on for 42 years, the Fiddlers Convention.
Mm-hmm.
And back in 83, it got started. Dennis Taylor had started it. But in 85, him and Wayne Massengale, which a lot of people know, he's
I know Wayne, yeah.
native, and he plays, they went down to Little Rock, and they Wayne played Arkansas Traveler, and they made it the official, the fiddle was the official instrument for Arkansas back in 1985.
Oh, good.
There you go. That's a neat little piece of history right there. Tell us about. Oh.
I was going to say, and tell people what the difference between a violin and a fiddle is.
Well, I'm going to let Clayton answer that one. It's not really, but.
Well, the difference is pretty much just in how you play it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no physical difference between the instruments itself. You can play it as a violin or as a fiddle. Typically, fiddle music is in a minor key, whereas violin music typically is in a major key.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything else is the exact same. You've got different methods of playing each.
Sure.
But the instrument itself, there's no difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
I just wonder how they come up with the term fiddle. I guess I'm going to go out back and fiddle.
Some of the stuff I've seen
I don't
fiddlers
know.
do on there, I know why they call it a fiddle. I don't know. They're just like they're fiddling the
It's
poo out of it.
It's an entirely different style of playing for sure.
It is. And the violin, my daughter-in-law, she was raised doing the piano and the violin. Well, she married into our family, and we had a small family band, and we did the bluegrass fiddle, the old-time fiddle style gospel. And so she came there, and she was doing her little vibratas and and it was like, everything needed to be just right for violin. And we're like, oh, no, you got to just cut loose. You just got to cut loose. And it took her a while. The boy, she really added a lot to the band, but she... they're more particular in the way that they play in certain things, the violin, because they're playing in orchestras and stuff like that. But it's a really bluegrass. They just kind of let go and just kind of.
Well, you can kind of stand out in that respect, playing the fiddle in bluegrass, as opposed to, as you mentioned, that violin. You're not a soloist unless you are, but you're in a group. It's just a different jam, and fiddlers just get with it.
They
and
do.
like
That's exactly. Just get with it.
Now, if somebody comes out to the 42nd annual Arkansas Fiddlers Convention, what's the format? What do you see when you come out?
Well, I always tell people it's like coming to a mini Branson, because people local here know about Branson, except that it's free and we've got the whole place open, and it is jamming in every little room, but it's different little sessions. You may go in one room and you may hear them playing more of the gospel, certain style, and you're like, oh, that's good. But I'm going to go on, and so you go to the next room, and they're playing a completely different type of songs and stuff, and you may see, 4-year-olds playing with, 108-year-olds we've got that comes, but yeah, they can come through, and it's free. The college has, we work with the college. They've been allowing them to use it for 42 years.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the 2 years that COVID hit, that we kind of all had to take a break. But yeah, you just come in and you can just go and stand there and play. We encourage everyone to bring their instrument. Have their kids bring their instrument, because you're thinking, a lot of people, oh, I'm not that good. I don't think I want to play. No, bring your instrument, and I guarantee they're going to get you in a jam, and you're going to learn.
I bet it's a learning experience.
It is, because, playing at home by yourself is one thing, but when you get in there and you get in a jam session, and they get in a big circle and they work with you. They really work with you playing and stuff.
And
awesome.
it's not really just about fiddles either. I mean, do people bring their guitars?
Exactly. That's what's confusing. People say, well, it's just a fiddle convention. Well, that's what they named because they wanted to keep the old-time fiddling going on, and they wanted to keep the heritage for this area, in all of Arkansas. But no, it's acoustic instruments, and we do actually have a room that we can bring an electric, but you bring, your mandolin, your guitar, your upright bass, and
your banjo. We've got people that bring dulcimers, hammered
I bet they
dulcimers.
bring a bass and all of that.
Yeah.
Does anybody ever bring a harmonica or a juice harp?
Yes,
Oh,
they
yes.
actually do.
Okay,
Yes, they do.
all
There's a place for you
And
to go with
spoons.
a
Yeah.
harmonica.
And spoons, you know. the little-
Spoons?
Kazoo.
Wow.
Yes, actually, we kind of have it all.
Washboards.
Washboards, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Now, Clayton, when did you start playing?
Started playing, oh my goodness. The first instrument I played was back in junior high. That was
Wow.
the trumpet. Then I started playing guitar about a year after that. And I've picked up multiple instruments since then. I've been playing the fiddle now for about 8 years.
Yeah.
So
Well, what do you have with you?
what I have with me, this is a 1/16
Oh, my
size
gosh.
fiddle. And that's, not everybody's the same size, and not everybody fits the same size instrument. So
Is
whenever
that a
You play
playable
that?
thing?
Now, this is a little bit small for me to play.
Okay, 'cause
but
it's
it is
small.
a real instrument and it's playable. It's this small because, like I said, kids, they can't not necessarily play a regular size instrument. So for
Well, somebody's
young
been
musicians-
playing it because it's got some rosin
Oh yeah.
on the fret.
Well,
bar
I mean,
there.
I make sure that every single one of our instruments are playable.
Okay.
Because we have a
so-
kids' room, and
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
Clayton helps out bringing the instruments in, and we want to
Oh,
get
during the fiddler's
Yes,
Yeah,
so
that way, if someone comes in, they want to be able to play an instrument, but they don't have one. We've got them available, especially for these young
That's
musicians.
amazing.
So,
That's
I
very
mean,
cool.
whether or
Yeah.
not you have an instrument, come on anyway. We'll have one that you can play. So, I think we'll
I
have
love
about
that it's
30
sized it
instruments.
down for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in 2003 we started what we called the All Kids Band. I had all my kids there and a lot of other friends, and we just said, can we get together in this room? And we call it their homeroom, and so they can come in there. And it's made such a difference because, kids are shy, they're not knowing what to do, and we say, come on in here to this room, and Clayton will show you an instrument. Do you want to try the guitar? Do you want to try the I don't know. Well, let's just try it, and we'll put them in their hands. And we have had kids that come one year, and their grandparents are like, oh, I want them to play, but they're really shy and everything. And we've got different ones that come in the room. My daughter, she used to be, well, she said she was shy. I said, no, you're not really shy. You just need to get through that. But she now works with the kids, and she gets them out of that too, and they come back. We've had them come back, and they're playing in bands in 4 years. The next year they're coming, the parents are saying, we just can't believe the difference, because they're getting in there and they're seeing it's not as scary as they think, and they're around other kids their age.
Right.
That's what's so nice.
You're going through the same
and
thing
it's their
together in
homeroom.
that
Like,
respect, I guess.
you know what, this is a big place here, but this is your homeroom, and we have snacks in there, and First Community Bank gives us water, and we have just different things like that.
That's
so.
amazing.
Good.
So take us through just talk a little bit about the schedule.
Okay, so yeah, it's usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning they have a final, gospel session. But Thursday we kick off, and we have there's a little theater. If you guys been to the college, and it's just a little theater, so we actually try to have bands on the stage every evening there, so that there's some people that come, that are older, and they're like, they want to just go down the hall long enough to get that little theater, and then they sit there, and then we have different groups coming in and playing on stage. So Thursday evening, we've got the archaeological kids playing in a room right next to it. That is, I think you guys have had them on here before, Jim and Shirley Christensen.
Yes.
And he teaches fiddle to the kids free in the area, and they're playing up there. And then we have the Lasting Impressions, they're from, I think, Kansas, and just so we've got flyers out. We'll have it on the Facebook page and the website. But we've got the Smooth Jaspers. A lot of you guys have heard of Sam and Kent Coffee, the Coffee Brothers,
Yes.
from years ago.
Yes.
So Sam, he plays with them, and Isaac McCutcheon, he is a awesome mandolin player, and he actually was one of the ones that got started there at the Fiddlers Convention, and so that's just really great. And then the Blue Ticks, John Clark, a lot of you guys might know John Clark. He played out of Burleson and stuff, and he's on that group with some other locals. Unashamed Gospel, a lot of people know them from over at the Bluegrass Festival they have. Yes. They'll be playing 7 to 8 on Thursday night, and then all day Friday, come in. You can jam all day long. You can hear different groups in different rooms and stuff. And then we kick off in the little theater with the Lasting Impressions. Just a great group of 5 different ones that come together. It's a mother and daughter, and then some other friends. Then we've got and they play another night. We've also got the all kids band. If we have enough kids, what we do is when we never know who's going to come in that room.
Sure.
And so we say, okay, so they may have a 4-year-old that just knows how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then we've got an older one, that can play Orange Blossom Special, and we just take whatever we get and we try to pull together in all that fun chaos. The kids getting on stage, and it makes such a big difference of their confidence because they're getting together with their people they just met up on stage, and so if we have enough, we do that on Friday and Saturday night. But then on Saturday, we have where people can play on stage with the fiddles. It's not a competition. It's just we have them get up there and they do 3 songs each, and then we give out an award for the youngest fiddler, the oldest fiddler, and the farthest traveler fiddler. And then we have an all-girls band, and that is fun. Some of them do the washboard, and it's just a bunch of the ladies and that do it. And that's where Viola Hensley, she gets up there. She's 108, and she's played with them before. She tries to play every year with them. Then we have the Armour Sisters. That's an up-and-coming young group. And they're really, really great. We've got Straightforward Bluegrass coming out of up north, and they're coming down here just for this. And he's been an award winner at his state for playing mandolin and fiddle. And then so we've got I think I've kind of mentioned them all. But and then Wayne Massengale, because he helped start the Fiddle Convention. He always tries to make an appearance. He has a busy schedule, but sometimes he'll bring his wife Melody Hart and his 2 sons that are up and coming. But I think this year they're all kind of every which direction. But Wayne's going to make an appearance for us. He says he don't want to disappoint his parents, so so he does. And he's the ones that don't know Wayne. He's out of Branson, and he's had various awards and stuff, him and his wife and stuff. So yeah, it's just a great lineup.
Yeah, he started out as a young fiddle player and got a job up in Branson a long time ago. So
he did. He started at age 6, and he was also the Arkansas State Fiddle Champion at age 17.
Very talented.
Yes, very talented. But as far as what people we've had there, so these young kids, Allison Krause came at age 13.
Wow.
And she played there and came again. Janie Fleener, am I saying her first name right? She was out of Springdale. She started at age 3, but she came at age 5 to the Fiddlers Convention, and she's came many times. And she was the first woman to ever be named the CMA, Country Music Association Musician of the Year.
Wow.
And the first fiddle. So, yeah.
Cool.
I have
Very
a question. If somebody's listening, I mean, they can bring their young child, but is there a place for them to take lessons? I mean, besides during the convention? I mean, I know that's a great start to it. But after that, if they want to continue, do you know anything about how they could continue?
Yes, we try to have names on hand of people that do play, that would teach, but also, like I said, Jim Christensen, who's here in Harrison now. He teaches out of his home now. He built a little sunroom there, and so they can actually do free lessons there, and that's really good. And he will supply. We've had instruments donated, and we've given him several fiddles that he fixes them up and gives them to the kids there. That's also what Clayton is doing. We're trying to get instruments for the kids that, if there's a family, we've given out instruments to kids that have come in. They've expressed an interest in a guitar, and somebody says, I want to give this, this guitar mandolin. And so we actually will, if they really are, serious about it, we'll give them an instrument and get them going and stuff. So.
Cool. Very
That's
good.
wonderful. These are the future fiddlers,
So this is the Arkansas Fiddlers Convention. It's happening at the South Campus at North Arkansas College, and it's coming up March 27th through the 30th. And where can they get more information, like some of the flyers and maps and different things of some of the activities?
We've got some at the library, the Harrison Library. A lot of
Okay.
people go there. Also at the tourism down there on the square. We've got some down there.
Explore Harrison, maybe?
I guess that is, well, yeah.
Okay.
And we've tried to put out some flyers, but also you can go on there's a Facebook, those of you that do Facebook, and it's the Arkansas Fiddle Convention.
Okay.
And then also we have a website, fiddlersconvention.weebly.com. So
there's plenty of places.
There's plenty of places, and we try to, and I just carry these brochures around, and that's how I get people there. I'm like, do you play an instrument? And they're like, well, we kind of like.
I think
said,
you
well,
probably
come.
grab them off the street and say, "Do you play an instrument?"
Yeah.
Because we are having the Arkansas Fiddlers Convention. My
But
name
you'd
is
be
Michelle, and I want you there.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people that do show up because they
Yeah.
had no idea this has been going on for 42 years.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you want more information, I have some phone numbers here. Can I give those out?
you bet.
If you want information, Carl Willis, his phone number is 870-429-6174, and Michelle's phone number is 870-414-1485. And they have a Facebook page called the Arkansas Fiddlers Convention. The website is thefiddlersconvention.weebly.com.
We're working on getting a paid one, but right now we because this is all by donations, and that's what we do. And Carl, I wanted to mention about Carl, who's on the front of the brochure. He has been doing this for 40 years. He is 97.
Oh my!
And he for a few years just basically put everything on together himself, and he's still growing strong. But yes, we appreciate Carl and all his efforts that he's done to keep this thing going. So.
Anything else you want to add, Clayton?
Bring yourself. If you don't have an instrument, we've got one for you. So if you don't know how to play, we'll teach you.
Okay.
Perfect.
I bet you could learn a song before you leave.
Yes, you can.
One little song before you leave.
You can learn at least one little song before you leave.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all.
We appreciate it. And we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you from Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us. Hey, and welcome back to Around the Table. This part of the show is brought to you by Stone Bank in Harrison. I want to welcome them as a new sponsor to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very
Stone
much.
Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all, I was trying to organize stuff. I keep losing things.
You know, you would think that Harrison would be the most happiest place to live in America.
Is it not?
But, of course, we always have these studies and
They
surveys.
come from Madagascar or something. Is what
You lost your earbud.
I know. I got one.
Yeah, they come from Madagascar. Most of them do come from Madagascar. That's where I get all mine. I think it's there's a firm there. It's called Dewey Cheat. No, wait. Dewey. I forgot what Dewey. I think it's Dewey's the guy I talked to. Oh, it's Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. That's the ones. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Okay. Anyway, since we can't live at Disney World 24/7, researchers wanted to know America's other happiest places to live. And according to a new Wallet Hub, see, there you go. That's a division of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. The study at the town of Fremont, California, near San Francisco, was ranked number 1 for having the lowest rates of depression, the highest income, and the best work-life balance in the entire nation. Now, this is just from the Wallet Hub study. But anyway, it says actually 5 of the happiest places to live were in California, including San Jose, San Francisco, and Huntington Beach. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Lincoln, Nebraska also made the top 10. Memphis, Detroit, and Cleveland, Ohio came in last.
Well,
what do they know, right?
What do they know? Hey, did you hear about this doctor? He repaired blindness, but the unique thing was he used the person's teeth.
Yes, I heard that.
Okay. Well, let me tell you about it. Take care of your teeth, because someday you may need them to fix
see,
your vision. Yeah. Doctors in Canada recently repaired a blind man's vision by implanting his own teeth into his eye.
Where?
Okay.
Wonder
They
where.
put a plastic optical lens in the tooth and then implanted it into his eye. Teeth contain the hard mineral substance dentin, which is an ideal casing to bridge the lens to the eye. This method has been used to repair sight for years in other parts of the world and a very high success rate. And yet, I guess we're just
now
doing
doing
here?
it? What? Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of the
that was
last.
interesting.
I think regulation keeps us from doing a lot of. I think we could probably cure cancer within 6 months if they'd let us just really try.
Right.
You know, this problem I have thought about for years, and the question for me is, can a his and her toilet save your marriage? Isn't the number one thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about your marriage? If we just had a his and her toilet.
I do have a his and her toilet, and I'll use mine, and he'll use his.
Oh, I see what you mean.
He's got his own little bathroom, people.
Okay.
I mean,
Does he leave the toilet seat up?
He can do what he wants to in that one.
Okay.
And I know what I'm walking into. I better watch when I go.
Yeah. If you have to use it, you better.
I prefer to use my toilet, which I know how, and it has a heated toilet seat.
It has a heated toilet seat. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if it saved our marriage, but.
Well, this is the question that's being posed right now. Can his and hers toilet save your marriage? There's a new trend among couples called bathroom divorce that divvies up a standard ensuite. I guess it's what it's called, an ensuite, ENSUIT, an ensuite, into separate vanities, toilets, showers, and even ventilation systems for the ultimate in privacy. That's what you have.
It is.
The ultimate privacy.
He does come and use mine in the middle of the night.
Okay, because it's closer?
Because it's closer to the bed.
Right, okay. Wives like it because they never have to sit on a wet toilet seat again.
Do you not lift the toilet seat, people? Now, I have had it lifted, when men go number one, they're supposed to lift the toilet seat and do your business, or that's what I always learned. And then if they forget to put it down, yes, you might sit in a but I think Richard and I came up with a thing. When we first got married, we'll both put all the toilet seats down, the lid, everything, and then we start from ground zero, and you lift up what you need to lift up. I'll lift up what I need to. But that's kind of, since we are using hers bathroom, we don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But you better still check.
Yeah. Well, I think it's courteous regardless. Yes. It's just to drop the seat when you're done.
You know when a man has been in a public bathroom for sure, if it's a unisex.
Because the toilet seats up.
The toilet seats up a lot of the times.
Well, usually when I go into a men's restroom and I have to use the toilet to do the number one, it's the toilet seat's always up. They're always up.
It's like a urinal. It's like a built-in urinal.
Unless somebody's just come out and they didn't want to lift the seat back up.
After they sat.
Yeah.
We all know what goes on when you sit. Okay, so this... Oh, were you done with that?
Yeah,
I don't want
that
to
was
jump
it.
in front of you. Okay.
That was it.
Were your boys picky eaters?
I think, Gil didn't like greens.
Okay.
When he was younger.
But does he now?
Oh, yeah, he eats everything now.
Okay, be mindful of what you eat when you're pregnant, ladies, because a new study said that babies react to flavors starting in the womb.
Oh, really?
The researchers recruited pregnant women and then tracked their babies' responses through sophisticated facial coding. They noted a cry face of displeasure and a laughing face for pleasure. So now we know babies can not only sense and distinguish between flavors, but can also remember certain flavors. So if you eat lots of fruit and veggies while you're pregnant, your infants might enjoy them more. Now, I am a walking case of, I ate so much chocolate chip cookie dough on both of my pregnancies with my kids. And neither one of them is all, they're like, they'll eat.
Yep.
They'll eat it, but William won't. He won't even eat chocolate.
Really? That's funny.
But anyway, but yes, I think that's kind of an interesting thing, what they, from the womb. Okay, sorry.
We're talking about, staying at home and working at home and whatever, but the United States is becoming a nation of homebodies.
Yeah.
A lot of us have been happy homebodies since the pandemic, but new research shows that the trend started way before that. The numbers show that there's been a pretty steady decline in people's living in their house to do stuff since 2003. Experts say we can partially blame it on technology as keeping us indoors. Social implications are also tough. More Americans are reportedly feeling of loneliness across all age groups. Overall, we're spending 90 fewer minutes outside and homes per day than we were in 2003.
Well, don't you think the social implications, like the social media or the technology, plays into feelings of loneliness as well?
It does.
I mean, I think I'm not going to say I'm going to blame it all on that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a huge factor.
Yeah. I think that when you spend most of your time on the phone or on your laptop or whatever, you're entertaining yourself.
Yes.
But as soon as you close the lid on your tablet or whatever.
Then what?
Yeah. Your level of wanting to be entertained has just went to zero.
You don't know what to do with yourself?
Yeah. And really, you should be entertained by just the things around you. That's what it should be, anyway.
See, you should
my
just
opinion.
take that time to go and clean out a closet.
I know. Go clean your closet.
Go clean your closet. It's such a fun experience, don't you think?
We have got to take another break. And when we come back, we've got more stuff for you. And today is on Around the Table. Stick around, stay with us. We're coming right back.
Sound TV, channel 26.1.
And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
I need that.
You need this?
Hey, Dan.
How about that?
You know, spring break is probably going on here somewhere, and I know it's coming up at the end of this month.
Uh-huh.
But a really fun thing to do is to scare yourself, I think, and to go ride a roller coaster.
Boo!
But it's not, well, no, but Runaway Mountain Coaster. They are maximizing all your fun for spring break, and they're doing that with a buy one, get one free offer. Tickets.
Okay.
And go to Runaway. Let me start over. Go to runawaybranson.com/spring break, and you can take advantage of that deal. And you'll find details there. You can purchase your tickets there. There are some restrictions that apply, and you can find out all about that. And I totally botched that piece.
Well, that's okay.
I'll do better next time. Runaway Branson roller coaster.
It's amazing to me that people can read prolifically, and they don't test themselves. Was that word right or wrong? They know every word and they read everything.
Those people are much more educated and worldly than I am, because I live in my own little world, and I pronunciate. Grammar was not my thing, I guess. Still isn't.
I did poorly in English. I didn't read. I didn't do very well. So,
and I think of my friend Lisa Johnson. She is
She's
very
one of those.
knowledgeable, and she knows all these different how to pronounce things. But she's an avid reader, and I truly think that probably impacts that.
I'm sure. Yeah, Kelly reads. She loves to read, and I'm like,
well, and she
goes, "Would you like to read a book?" I have no interest in reading a book. I just.
Do you not have the attention span for it?
I probably don't.
Probably not.
Yeah, I like to write, but I don't like to read. After what I write, I don't like to read it. It's I don't know. It's draining for me.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know.
You let somebody else read it.
Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Hey, if you're going to bury someone at sea.
I read this story.
Do you know what you need to do? You need to let the police know, because
be a good
someone
idea.
could very well be out in the ocean, drag up a body, and then if you don't have a record that they died, there you are with a mystery that will go unsolved for years. So just please, that did happen. Police in Massachusetts spent nearly a week investigating what they thought was a mob hit, because a fisherman pulled up a body wrapped in tarp and off the coast of Boston. But anyway, please report them.
When you put somebody to rest at sea, aren't you supposed to weight them down a little bit where they sink to the bottom instead of floating around?
I don't know. I think in that instance, I would just probably cremate them and then go spread their ashes, and then there is no body to question.
That would be the best thing. But they wanted to put them, full body under the water, I guess.
I guess.
You've had restless leg before, have you not?
Oh, Dan. Oh, yeah.
I've not gotten restless leg until I've gotten older, and I get it every now and then. And it's really frustrating because you just want to.
You got to move.
Your leg says it's time to move, and you go, no, I don't want to move. I'm resting here. Anyway, there's a restless leg drug that made women want risky sex. There's a drug, restless leg drug, that makes women to want to have risky sex.
Okay, all the husbands out there are going, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? Where can I get some of that? You know how those drug commercials on TV spend most of the minute listing all the side effects? Well, they may have missed a big one.
What is that?
A class of drugs used to treat movement disorders from restless leg syndrome to Parkinson's has been linked to a wild, even deviant sexual behavior, and a report from the BBC says the drug company, I'm not going to mention who it is, failed to warn patients about it. While it cured urges to move, some female patients say it had them flashing strangers and joined OnlyFans and sent their mojo levels, wink, wink, through the roof. They say that the end when they stopped taking the meds. It ended when they stopped taking the meds.
Hey, thank you again, Stone Bank, for being our sponsor.
Yeah.
We appreciate them very much.
And hopefully they'll be with us tomorrow, and they will be. So we're going to be here. They're coming back Friday, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about, so we're going to go.
We're going to go, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.